Stalinism and collectivization. The period of the early planned economy was linked to the disaster of the collectivization of agriculture. By 1927-1928, the towns in Soviet Russia were facing an acute problem of grain supply. The government fixed price at which grains must be sold, but the peasants refused to sell their grain to government buyers at these prices. So, in the early period of the planned economy, that is the 5 year plan which was done in the Soviet Russia, it was linked with the disaster because of the agriculture. Why? Because in the year 1927 and 1928, especially in various towns of the Russia, the peasants were facing a lot of problem because there was a, you can say, limited amount of grains that could be supplied in the market. Okay, and plus the government of the Russia, they have fixed the price of the grains that will be sold in the market, but the peasants, they refuse to sell their food grains to the government, to the buyers at this price, because they were not getting any profit from it. Stalin, who headed the party after the death of Lenin, introduced firm emergency measures. He believed that rich peasants and traders in the countryside were holding stock in the hope of higher prices. Speculation had to be stopped and supplies confiscated. So another important leader known as Stalin, he was regarded as the head of the party when the Lenin died. Okay, he introduced a emergency measure in the country. Why? Because he believed that the rich farmers and the traders, especially in the country, they were holding the price of the food grains at a very high rate, due to which the peasants were you can see the peasants were facing a lot of problem because they were not getting the profit which they should get. So this was the situation in the Russia, and plus the different types of rich peasants and traders, they have confiscated, that means seized the lands, okay, and also seized the food grains from the peasants. In 1928, party members toured the grain producing areas, supervising enforced grain collection and raiding kulaks, the name for well-to-do peasants. So in the year 1928, the party members, they have done a survey where the grains were producing, okay, and even they have looked after the all the grains collection, that means how much grains were collected, okay, and even they raiding the kulaks. Kulak means the name for well-to-do peasants. So even they have done the inspection of the peasants, how they are doing work, what kind of grains they are cultivating, how much grains they are producing, everything. As shortages continued, the decision was taken to collectivize farm. It was argued that grain shortage were partly due to the small size of holding. So they by doing this survey, they came to know that why there is a shortage of grains in the country, because the agricultural land was in a very limited way. That means they were present in a very limited numbers. That's why they were not able to produce a huge amount of grains on a large quantity. After 1917, land had been given over to peasants. So after 1917, all the lands were distributed among the different peasants, that means the farmers. These small size peasant farm could not be modernized. So these small size peasant, they cannot be modernized with the help of different technologies. They were doing the agriculture on the old method, due to which the productivity of the crops were very limited. To develop modern farms and run them along industrial lines with machinery, it was necessary to eliminate kulak, take away land from peasants, and establish state-controlled large farms. So now, in order to develop these small farms, and so that they can, you can say, earn huge amount of profit from the farmers, they wanted to convert this land into a industrial lines of with the help of different types of machinery which will be established in the you can say in the farm, so that they can modernize the agricultural system. So first of all, they have to eliminate the kulaks. That means the small lands which were given to the peasants. Okay, they will take the land from the peasant and they will establish a large farms with the help of modern technology, so that they can earn huge amount of profit from the food grains. What followed was Stanley's collectivization program. So now let us discuss what was the collectivization program. From 1929, the party forced all peasants to cultivate in collective farm, that is kulkos. So the party, that is the Bolshevik party, they forced all the peasants to cultivate the crops in a collective farm. That means in a small, or you can say a large amount of land, all the people or all the farmers will cultivate the crops. The bulk of land and implements were transferred to the ownership of the collective farm. So the whole land and even the, you can say, the ownership of the land was given to whom? The farmers, the whole community of the farmers. Peasants worked on the land and the kulkas whose profit was shared. So the peasants will work in the lands, and even the different types of peasants, they will get the profit also. Enraged peasants resisted the authorities and destroyed their livestock. So in this you can say measure, that is the collectivization by the Stanley, he stated that a huge amount of land will be created, okay, and there will be a leader who will be known as collective farmers, who will be the head of the farmers. They will instruct the peasant to do the work in the land, okay, and whatever the profit will be made by the peasants after harvesting the crops, that profits will be shared to whom? That profit will be given to the collective farm, not the peasants. Their main salary will be the same which was before. That's why the peasant, they revolted against the authority and even destroyed their properties. Between 1929 and 1931, the number of cattle fell by 1/3. So between these years, the number of cattle decreases by 1/3. Those who resisted collectivization were severely punished. So those peasants who rejected to accept the collectivization measure, they were punished by the Stalin party. Many were deported and exiled. So many were thrown out from the country and they were sent to the other country. They were thrown out from the Russia. As they resisted collectivization, peasants argued that they were not rich and they were not against socialism. So as the peasant, or you can say, as the peasant, they rejected or did not accept the practice of collectivization, peasants said that they do not want to be rich and they do not want any discrimination. Their main agenda is that whatever the work they were doing, they should get the proper amount of wages. They merely did not want to work in collective farm for a variety of reasons. So they do not want to work in a collective farm because they were not giving the profits. Okay, Stalin's government allowed some independent cultivation but treated such cultivators unsystematically. So though Stalin government allowed some independent farmers to do cultivation of their own, but they were not treated in a good way. That means they were treated in a very unethical way. In spite of collectivization, production did not increase immediately. So as the collectivization process was implemented in the Russia, the production did not increase immediately. In fact, the bad harvest of 1930 and 1933 lead to one of the most devastating famine in Soviet history, when over 4 million died. Okay, so due to the practice of collectivization, the production did not increase immediately, due to which and there was a low productivity in the market. Plus, there was a bad harvest in the between the years 1930 to 1933, due to which there was a huge famine system. That means a huge, you can say, situation in which people were dying because of shortage of food. And you can imagine in this Soviet, that is in the Russia, 4 million people died due to the collectivization plus the bad harvest. So this was the situation in the Russia. Many within the party criticized the confusion in industrial production under the planned economy and the consequence of collectivization. So many people in the party itself, they criticized that the process of industrial production was not planned in a better way, especially in the planned economy which they wanted to develop the country. Instead of developing the country, the situation was like that 4 million people died, so it was decreasing. That means their main agenda was to develop the country, but because of the collectivization and the planned economy, the country was destroyed totally. And plus, due to the collectivization, many farmers were killed, especially the poor section of the society. Stalin and his sympathizers charged these critics with conspiracy against socialism. So the Stalin party, and his followers, they said that it is against the socialism. That means they were against the that means the people who are supporting the you can say who are not supporting the planned economy and collectivization, they are going against the socialism. Accusations were made throughout the country, and by 1939 over 2 million were in prisons or labor camps. So different types of blaming situation was done throughout the country, and by the 1939 over 2 million peoples were put in a jail, okay, or in a labor camp. Most were innocent of the crimes, but no one spoke for them. So these peoples were innocent because the crimes which they have not created, they were giving the punishment because of these charges. That means they have not done any crime, but still they were punished, okay, but no one spoke for them. A large number were forced to make false confession under torture and were executed. Several among them were talented professionals. So huge amount of people, especially the persons who were kept in the prisons or in the labor camp, they were forced to you can say false confession, okay. How? By torturing them, and even they were executed. That means they were killed. So this was the situation in the Russia. And even the persons who were in the prisons and labor, some were the very talented professional. That means different types of officers. So this was the situation in the Stalin's time in the Russia.